Jason Swift, assistant head coach. Obviously, you're in charge whilst Dizzy's over back in Australia. A couple of months to go to the season. Where are things at the moment?
Well, at the moment we're currently in the middle of a red ball week. We started back in the first week of January, and we're now pushing into red ball for this week. Boys are doing their skills. We've got a session that's running all week long, and on the sides of that, guys are working on their own specific work-ons for each other. Next week we go into white ball cricket, bit of T20, bit of 50 over stuff, and again, boys have got work-ons to do with T20 and 50 over cricket in there. So we're just building up to when we go away to Cape Town in March.
We spoke to Matt Spence, the head S&C coach, a couple of weeks ago. How does skills training interplay with fitness training at this time of year?
Well, we mix it pretty well together. We do the skills mix up with the fielding as well. We do fitness fielding sessions, which combines it nicely. Sometimes we add a little bit of fitness element into the batting. Bowling's got its own element to it, yeah, we mix it up quite nicely so that you still get your conditioning, but also, I mean, it's a game whereby as a batter you do need that fitness element, and if you can combine it with cricket, it's even better because it's more relevant.
Obviously today we're at the Aerotron Indoor School for indoor nets, but you get out and about a bit, I understand.
Yeah, we use the 3G down at Hove Park. The boys have been using that down there. They think that's been fantastic. It's nice to get out of here. Nobody wants to be in here all winter. It's pretty dour at this time of year. It's a bit of a nightmare. Nobody particularly really likes batting on the indoor surface. It's not quite realistic in what you get during the season, but we make the most of what we can, and we try and vary what we do from week to week, day to day, to try and make it as engaging as possible, and so that the boys get as much out of it as they possibly can.
And obviously there's one of you and quite a few of the boys, so who do you have helping you?
We've got Ian Salisbury, who's been coming. Yards went away after the first 2 weeks. He's gone over to Bangladesh with the England under-19s as the batting coach. We've had Ian Salisbury, who's come over and helping us out to cover for Yards' position. So he's helping out with the spinners and also helping out with everything in general. With James Kirtley, who's coming and working with the bowlers, and Phil Hudson's also helping out as well with the batters as well.
Obviously there are things people might guess you do, a lot of nets and fielding drills, but are there some more quirky alternative things that you guys get up to in preparation?
Yesterday we just went for a bit of 10-pin bowling just to break it up a little bit. As I say, you're in here all the time. The boys are doing run-throughs, they're up in the gym. We go to the 3G now a couple of times a week. We just wanted to do something different and give the boys a bit of something back for them, really, because for the hard work they've been doing. We had a good day there yesterday down at the marina. There's one or two other things that we might try and get in there before we go away, but it's nice just to try and do something different whenever you can. It's that time of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about people coming in to talk to the boys? Occasionally you get sort of outsiders to come and give a different perspective?
Yeah, occasionally that happens. This year we haven't done that at this stage. I suppose having Kurt's come in, Saul's come in, they're not permanent here, so they come in. It's good to have somebody come in who's not always here and not always hearing the same voices. So they've been really good to have during the last few months.
And as you say, it's pretty cold at the moment here in Hove, which I guess is exactly the reason why in a few weeks you'll be off to South Africa. Just tell us a bit about this year's pre-season tour. Yeah,
well, South Africa should be a great trip. I know we always get good weather over there. It's good conditions for what we need going into the start of the season. We've got a couple of one-day games with Kent lined up at the beginning, and then a couple of games scattered throughout the back part of the 2 weeks that we're there, with some training days out there. But the thing is, going over there is it gets you outside, gets your bowlers bowling on turf. The batters like facing bowlers playing cricket on a real surface rather than being in here, and it's just good for the soul to be actually able to play the game, which is where you learn your most.
and some of the batsmen go out a bit earlier for a dedicated batting camp.
Yeah, there's going to be a batting camp go out there. A couple of the guys who are recovering from operations, so Ollie Robinson's going to go out as well. It's just so that he can get out and run on the grass and recuperate over there, and the physio's going over there as well. So yeah, they're going over. They're going over on the 24th. So they're going an extra couple of weeks earlier, but it'll be good for them to get that little bit of extra time, which is what they did last year, which they felt was really beneficial, and they thought, well, let's do it again, because they thought it was a good experience for them.
A couple of final questions. I guess most people will expect that the bowlers bowl a lot and the batsmen bat a lot, but how much do you get to get our bowlers in the nets facing the rest of the bowlers trying to improve their batting?
Well, we've pretty much, this is the first week we've had the batters facing bowlers. Bowls have been building up. They've bowled since Christmas. So they've only been just building up from drill work up into half, three-quarter run. Abby's been here bowling this week at the batters, so we've had a full-on red ball week, competitive middle section, which has been good for him. His consistency has got better over the past couple of days, and it's good for the batters to face a bowler as well. They prefer to face a bowler because that's what you do in the game of cricket.
And then very finally, obviously there's a few of the guys overseas. Matt was telling us that he's in regular contact with their teams over there, or their S&C coaches over there. Is that the same for a skills-based coach like yourself?
Yeah, so we're in contact with everyone that's away. We make contact maybe once a week or so, just try and touch base, see how they're going. It might be me, it might be the conditioning coach, it might be Dizzy's over in Australia, so he keeps in touch with the boys over there as well. I think Hobart are playing against Adelaide today, so no doubt he'll see Jofra today. So, but yeah, we try and keep in touch, make sure that they're working on the things that they need to be doing, and that they're happy with where they are.
Looking forward to the season? Very
much so. Yeah, looking forward to it all kicking off, getting over to Cape Town, and once we get back, it's pretty full on. We're back for 2 days, and we've got 2-day game here, and then a day's break, and then another 2-day game, a 3-day game against the uni team just after that, and then we're into the championship cricket. So once we get back, it's going to be pretty full on.
Thanks for your time, Jason.
Pleasure.